What up? It's your boy, Dewan Collects here, and we're back. And as you can see, it's a new, exciting installment of these brand new Playmate figures, hidden targets, stores near you. I think these are Target exclusive. I am not 100% sure. I think I read somewhere that it said that Walmart lost the rights to Playmates, or I don't know. But as you can see, this is the brand new Toho series. So essentially, Bandai for years is making like those movie monster series, and then when Playmates got the rights to, after Godzilla versus Kong, they pretty much got all the molds and even had the same packaging, and they pretty much started remaking and then starting to make their own new figures. And they started off as just like seemed like little cheap pieces of plastic with questionable molds. As you can see, Shin Godzilla. I almost feel like I should have got that derpy one because I feel like it's like a fun kind of part of the Godzilla collection because I think they got in trouble because NECA didn't like the copy of the mold that Toho had gave to him with the tail, but the head was like really dumb looking. And I see that thing go, I think, for like $50 online on eBay. And I passed on getting it. I haven't gotten all the figures because they weren't that impressive, and I was kind of questioning if I would or not. Um, but they just switched from the Godzilla vs. Kong toys to the MonsterVerse ones. Still waiting for that roaring Mecha Godzilla and whatever else is coming out. So hopefully you'll see it on the channel soon. I do want to thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all really enjoy my, I guess, reviews, because that's essentially what they are. But I don't look at myself as like official. But I'm just here to entertain y'all, and instead of me just opening a box by myself, I figure, hey, why not share it with y'all and make the most of it. But yeah, like they also what it looks to be doing is they now have redone the box, which is cool because it's like, why y'all got the Bandai like type of design and artwork on the box? I'm like, y'all should just come up with your own thing. So now we have the Toho series, and we're actually dipping into like first time figures, like you can see right here, Godzilla Terrestris from Singular Point anime. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. It gets mixed reviews. A lot of people don't like the mumbo jumbo jargon. I think it's pretty dope. You gotta be smart, keep up with it. Not calling anybody dumb out there. Just it seems like people don't like it because they don't understand it. But if you get some kind of sense of it, I think it's quite enjoyable, and it's an interesting take on the Godzilla franchise. So I've talked quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get into this. I should have snipped these so y'all didn't have to watch me struggle if I do, and just the extra time of getting this. I think I'm gonna do him second because I like this figure a little bit more, and I tend to get the ones that are lesser on the spectrum. So a couple easy snips on this. I really like what Playmates has done with their artwork on the box. So before I pull them out, I'm gonna do a little bit of reading like usual because I want you to get the full experience. Whether you have access to these or not, you can decide on if you want the figure or not. So this is Godzilla 2016. It's obviously Shin Godzilla, typical 4 and up. It is a kid's toy, so these are $12.99. I just say $13. They're on the collectible wall in electronics at Target. On the back it says, first appearance in 1954, Godzilla and its cast of monstrous co-stars have appeared in theaters and home screens ever since. To humanity, some are friend, some are foe, but all of them are incredible. But no matter their strength or abilities, they are no match for the true king of the monsters, Godzilla. And a little bit about just this specific rendition. A bizarre creature emerges from the sea and comes ashore in Japan, where it undergoes a series of sudden evolutionary changes to its body shape and size. Its final fourth form is a horrifying new incarnation of Godzilla. This unique look is from the 2016 film Shin Godzilla. There's a QR code below. Follow Godzilla on official social media accounts by scanning the QR code below. Has a Toho stamp on there, and then you can go to Godzilla.com and PlaymatesToys.com. And yeah, that's about it for the box. Let y'all get a look. You can see the cool Heisei Godzilla in the back blasting Toho series. You see it say Godzilla, and then cool picture from the film, and then on the back a little bit of info I read, picture of the figure, and that's pretty much what you're getting. Maybe I'll snip his foot, maybe I'll pull it out. So one thing I noticed is now that like Playmates has got like, I guess essentially like extending their license, because we do got Super 7 and we got Mezco Toys that have also taken their hand at the reins of Godzilla figures. So it's pretty exciting time to be a Godzilla collector. But what I've noticed is they're not just being like cheap pieces of plastic. They're actually getting that vinyl feel like the Bandai ones used to have. And I think it's some really good quality. Like you're really getting a solid, figure, I believe, at the price. So typical socket and bulb attachment for his tail, because Godzilla's tail is very long and they always got to separate it in packaging. And just kind of push and twist that thing. And yes, this thing is massive, just like Shin's tail. So I'm gonna make sure y'all get a good view at everything. Give you a little quick look. Oh, his feet are really loose with the articulation. So, you always get that side step shuffle action with these newer figures of Playmates. His legs got just like, a rotating motion, like typical. Where you put the tail on rotates a little bit. That's about it. His spines, they're bendy, they're real pliable. Like I said, it's a vinyl material. His body, center part, like his torso stuff, is like a hard plastic. Same with his legs. His feet are like a vinyl. The tail is the tip is definitely a vinyl. His head, and then his arms. So he's got the little bit of range of motion with the arms, and then his head twists. And yeah, he's a lot more accurate, better looking in the face. He ain't a butterface like he was before. It's not even like the same like stance either. So I really like what they did with the Shin Godzilla. It's not perfect. He's got some grooves, detail of his skin texture. There's minimal paint. Pretty much what you see is a red, and then the rest of it's black. But let y'all dissect it now. Probably one of the best parts is his dorsals that they got. Looking at you, still might look kind of silly, but this form of Godzilla is something else to begin with. But let y'all take a look at them little T-Rex-esque hands, arms. But yeah, you're getting to see his groovy, iconic, skin texture. And the end of the tail doesn't really have the face. But you can see it's, resembles close enough what it should look like. This is a kid's toy, not, model collection, figure. But I think it's cool to add to the collection, especially if you're on a budget, or like I always say, these are kids' toys. Get your new young fans into the franchise. And I think that's pretty good right there. Let him chill right here. Whoa. Let's position him. Alright, I guess he's good like that. And then now we're gonna get Terrestris. This one is, I think, pretty impressive figure. These things went pretty quick. I don't know why there's overabundance of the... I haven't featured on the channel yet, but I have it. I have 2 versions of it, but the 10 or 12 inch Godzilla 2004 Final Wars figure that he's just always on shelves. So you have the Playmates, like Bandai looking box, and then now they have some in the store with the ones that still haven't sold of the Toho series, and it's essentially the same figure, just in a new box. These are actually so new in the store that they weren't even ringing up, and so I had to get one of the old Playmates packaging to the front so they could see it's the same price, so they would sell it to me. And I also got the 2 giant 2004s so I could show them, hey, it's literally exact figure. This is just the new series box, old one, same price. So, y'all can sell these to me. Because I don't know if they weren't supposed to be put out yet, or just for some reason their system ain't caught up. There we go. And so, with him, this one says Godzilla singular point on it. And it's Godzilla Terrestris, which is his 3rd form. Because just like Shin, Toho's been liking to make him evolve. And he also is like kind of a combination of kaiju. I think this is like Gorosaurus kind of salute, if I'm not mistaken. It says Godzilla Singular Point is an entirely new animated adventure series that adds to the vast and exciting history of Godzilla. The story follows 2 young geniuses, scientist Mei Kamino and engineer Yun Arakawa, as they are unexpectedly dragged into a world-threatening war against giant monsters. Godzilla Terrestris. After being consumed by fire, Godzilla has transformed into a different species, now capable of rapidly regenerating tissue and even hardening a target area on its body in anticipation of an attack. Excuse me. But yeah, let y'all get a look at that. There's his little cameo appearance from the show. Looking forward to season 2. See what that Mecha Godzilla be like. And there's a picture of the figure. Very nice bright color. Ooh, dang, you falling out. So I knocked Shin over, caught him, and Terrestris. Went ahead and just fell out the box, because obviously I just snipped it. Okay, I didn't cut that part. Let's cut that. Alright, there we go. And I'll put this down here. And typical long tail. It's got the bulb. This one you kind of gotta wedge in an angle and then push and twist. And there we go. Oh, almost. Come on. Oh wow, that didn't want to go in there. This is a little bit of a challenge. Alright. There we go. Enough pushing and twisting to get. So, man, this tail is like about a foot long, I'd say. This is an impressive figure. I love the vibrant color. This is an excellent paint job. There's tons of detail with his scales and his skin and like the ridged horns on, the tail, the side of it, the dorsal part. Just like this thing is fantastic. I really enjoy it. I personally think this has got to be one of the ugliest Godzilla forms I've ever seen. I'm not a fan of these little tusk things. It did grow on me a little bit with his final form Ultima, but he's got a really weird, like, elongated snout with his eyes pushed towards, where his nose essentially is. It's interesting. I like the other forms of Aquatilus and Amphibious, I think. Sorry if I'm barely misquoting it, but you know what I'm talking about. And then like Ultima, but I did not like this version because he's so weird. But just like Final Wars, which maybe unpopular opinion, I'm not a fan of that cat looking Godzilla or whatever type of mammal you want to describe him as, with the squinted eyes and pointy ears. But I think the figures of him are really cool. I just don't really like the suit and its actuality in the movie. And so, like this, I'm not too big on what it looks like. Also, GMK, but it translates well in the figures is pretty much what I'm saying. So I definitely have appreciation and love. I love all Godzilla, but I mean, I gotta be a little bit critical. But so back to the figure. About to let y'all dissect this before we, outro out of this. It's got a nice kind of metallic, glittery looking silver paint on the dorsals. There's a little paint imperfection. Some of the, what is it? Cream, tan, kind of beige paint is scraped off the end of one of the spikes, and then you can see the red underneath it. But it's got kind of like this fish eyes, like Shin, where they're just like essentially a pupil, and that's it. But his face is real groovy. All the textures of his skin. You see all his teeth. I don't remember if they're red in his mouth, but they just painted his whole mouth like a solid, like kind of salmon red looking color. Maybe that, if I'm wrong, if they're all supposed to be white like the tusk, maybe that's a little bit of a lazy paint job. Sorry, Playmates, just being honest. But I love that you can see all the textures of the teeth. Like I say, you see the tusks. You see all his rigid, crest on top of his skull. Um, his jaw doesn't move, but his neck rotates. His arms got like a full on swiping motion. Very dinosaur like, I feel like, with this toy. Which, if he is like homage to Gorosaurus, like hybrid, then yeah, he's definitely going to be a straight up dinosaur. Got some, just forward back motion with the legs, but it's real like flexible with the movement. And then his tail, where you hinge it, rotates. And then that's pretty much what you're going to get. I believe this is the first of figures, or there might be a Bandai Movie Monster series that you could get online. But this is the first one just hitting store shelves, in the toy aisle or collector area. But here we go. Wasn't trying to make the video long, but your boy, I like to talk, and hope y'all don't mind and like hearing the banter. And, go ahead and comment. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all like these figures, if you plan on getting them or not, or just talk about anything Godzilla related. But yeah, take a look at just really great detail. This is probably one of the better figures. I know it's a popular opinion when it comes to the Gigan Final Wars figure that Playmates put out. That was one of probably their best ones that they've done. And I'd say this goes right up there with it, if not better. Just paint job, details with the texture, accuracy of what the actual character looks like. But just look at that fierceness, man. I didn't even point out his underbelly, like just how cool all the texture of it is and the detail. But take a look at those dinosaur feet. And there's some lady behind me at the register like, oh, those are cute. How much are those dinosaur toys? And I was just like, I wouldn't call these cute, ma'am, and they're not dinosaurs. It's Godzilla. But I just left it be. Older ignorance, to the franchise. Not saying the age, but I mean, she obviously not familiar with Godzilla or doesn't know much about it. But cool that she liked him and was curious enough maybe get him for her grandkids. Um, but yeah, man, just letting y'all digest, taking a look. Really impressive figure. I really like what we got from Playmates. Looking forward to more of the releases. Let y'all get size comparison. Shin's probably about like 6-7 inches tall. Could be 8. Then he's more like a 4 or 5 inches. But he's like super duper long. And yeah, I got plenty more coming at y'all. Just trying to figure out what's the next best thing to put out there. Because, I'll eventually get to everything. But, with the limited, resources I got with making these videos and, providing quality for y'all. Because, I don't have intro and outro yet. I don't do the thumb clips. I just press play and we just should film away. But I've got a lot of positive feedback from y'all. Anytime I have got a little criticism, I take it and try and improve on it. And just keep growing with your boy on this channel. And y'all get rewarded. I mean, y'all truly enjoy it. Like, I'm glad. That's what I aim to do. Find ways to make it even more fun and better. And giveaways, I got stuff, I want to give back to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Much love. Atomic Blast that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Just a little simple click or tap. Help me out. We're almost at 300 and 700 more to go to that big giveaway I've been talking about. I'm not going to not do it. I just don't know when I'm going to do it because it depends on how long it takes to get there. But peace, y'all.